Nova Scotia is a unique and special corner of Atlantic Canada, virtually an island 350 miles tip to tip. The marks and trappings of its maritime heritage are all around: fish sheds, lobster traps, boat docks. Lunenburg was founded by the British in 1753, but in an attempt to boost Protestant settlement in the province to counter French Catholicism, the British brought in 1,500 Protestants from Germany and Switzerland. The European heritage remained strong. German was spoken well into the 1800s. The town was named Lunenburg in honour of the Royal House of Brunswick-Lunenburg. Of particular interest are the churches in Lunenburg. St. John's is the second oldest Anglican church in Canada. It is also a famous sailing and boat building town. The Bluenose 1, the sailing ship seen on the Canadian Dime, was built here. A replica of HMS Bounty used in MGM's Mutiny on the Bounty was also built here. Turning north from the Atlantic coast, the interior of Nova Scotia alternates between wild forest, rolling farmland and vast lakelands. Local residents still live from the forest, and the road winds past large tracts of managed forest for the paper industry, Christmas tree plantations and sawmills. At the centre of this drive is Kejimkujik National Park, 143 square miles of wilderness preserve. It provides countless opportunities for walking, camping, fishing or sightseeing, with only the wildlife for company. The beautiful Mersey River flows through the park, helping to create and sustain numerous huge lakes, side streams and brooks. It is an angler's dream for trout and salmon. In 1621, King James I issued a charter to Sir William Alexander for the French territory called Acadia, subsequently renaming it New Scotland, Nova Scotia. The Scots built a fort and occupied the region for just 3 years before losing it again to the French. A cairn commemorates the Scottish attempt to found a new Scotland in North America. The area changed hands repeatedly during the tug-of-war between British and French forces from 1613 to 1713, eventually taken by the British. Across the bay, the habitation, founded by the French in 1605, was the earliest permanent settlement north of Florida. 45 colonists, including sailors, carpenters, a Catholic priest and a Huguenot minister, survived many hardships with the aid of local Micmac Indians, until an English expedition arrived in 1613 with orders to destroy all French settlements on the Atlantic seaboard. In 1963, a replica of the original award-winning Bluenose is Nova Scotia's sailing ambassador. When not on official duties, she is berthed at Halifax, Nova Scotia's capital city. In 1917, the largest man-made explosion, except for the atomic bomb, levelled Halifax seafront, killing 2,000 people and injuring 6,000 others when a French munition ship collided with a Belgian relief ship. The waterfront, now rebuilt, has Canada's major naval dockyards, commercial shipbuilding and repair yards. HMCS Sackville, a World War II escort corvette, has been restored as a floating memorial to Canada's naval heritage. July the 1st is Canada Day, and in the citadel set high above Halifax, the city gathers to celebrate, while inside the fort, reenactment of forces from 1869. The Royal Artillery and 78th Highlanders join Navy and junior pipe bands to lead the gathering of the clans in grand procession. On the ramparts, Army reservists stand by to launch a 21-gun salute. Between the rough swell of the Atlantic shore and the relative calm of Northumberland Strait, the Minas Basin, V-shaped like R7, has the highest tides in the world. a rise and fall around 40 foot, measured as high as 54 foot, produces the unusual phenomenon known as tidal bores. A tidal bore occurs in a matter of minutes and passes in seconds, unlike a gradual tidal change. A wall of water advances upstream against the current of rivers that empty into the basin, most notably the Salmon River, but more exciting, the Shubenacadie River, and the chance to experience the tidal action and actually ride the wave upstream. River rafting is a safe, thrilling and very wet way to be part of this phenomenon. The rafts search out unusual features of the advancing tide, like giant whirlpools which spin the boat in decreasing arcs, whitewater rapids which form over the sandbanks and ride the crest of the ever-advancing tidal wave. From Digby, the drive down to Briar Island, the westernmost point of Nova Scotia, is down Digby Neck, a finger of land 40 miles long, never more than 2 miles wide, jutting out with the Bay of Fundy on one side and sheltered St. Mary's Bay on the other. One straight road bisects the neck. On either side, pleasant sandy beaches or small fishing villages dot the highway. Fishing is the mainstay of the sparse population. A ferry crosses from the main peninsula to Long Island. Our island is special, a tiny dot stuck out into the Bay of Fundy. The waters surrounding Briar Island are rich in plankton, which attract large concentrations of seabirds and fish. Pollock, mackerel, herring, bass, haddock, cod, the great tuna, and one of the largest scallop fleets in the world. But the rich seas also hold a very special prize. No longer a sailor's catch. Today the catch is to glimpse one of the world's greatest living creatures, the whale.